From the news of the delay in the release date to a major change announced by the director, here's everything you need to know about Dune 2. Let's kick this off with the delay on the release date. Guess what? The release date for Dune Part 2 is getting a little jiggy with it. It was supposed to hit the big screens on November 17, 2023, but hold on to your sandworms, folks, because it's now coming at you 2 weeks earlier, on November 3rd. So, Blade, another cool movie, was initially set to drop on November 3rd, but it went through some changes with the director, who decided to switch things up. That's where Dune Part 2 swooped in like a majestic sandworm and claimed the early November slot for itself. Now that's perfect timing. I mean, seriously, what better way to kick off the holiday season than with an epic sci-fi flick featuring gigantic sandworms? It's gonna be a wild ride. But before you buckle up for the adventure, aren't you curious to know who's in it? Alright, let's talk about the star-studded cast. Leading the pack is the talented Timothée Chalamet, returning to play Paul Atreides. And guess what? Zendaya will be reprising her role as Chani. Rebecca Ferguson will be back as Lady Jessica Atreides. And Javier Bardem will once again grace the screen as Stilgar. It's like a reunion with our favorite characters. But wait, there's more. Get ready for the awesome new additions to the cast in Part 2. We've got Christopher Walken stepping into the shoes of Emperor Shaddam Thor, the head honcho of House Carino. Florence Pugh will be joining the party as Princess Irulan Carino, the Emperor's daughter. Austin Butler is set to play Feyd-Rautha Harkonnen, the nephew and heir of the notorious Baron Harkonnen. And let's not forget the fabulous Léa Seydoux, who will be portraying Lady Margot, a member of the Bene Gesserit. Let me tell you what director Denis Villeneuve had to say about Florence Pugh. According to him, her character has a lot at stake because she's worried that her father might lose his throne and everything along with it. When he met Florence, he was blown away by her confidence, grounded nature, and her directness. She's unapologetically herself, and there's something regal about her that made him believe she could even become a prime minister in the future. Also, you know they baited us with Zendaya the last time? Well, that won't be the case with this one. Zendaya's Chani is ready to take center stage in Dune Part 2. While some fans were surprised by her limited screen time in the first film, Zendaya assured us that won't be the case this time around. In fact, she's thrilled to be able to spend more time in the Dune universe. When asked about her excitement for the sequel, she playfully jokes, saying, "Well, I can be there for longer, which is cool." It's clear she's looking forward to an expanded role where Chani presence will be felt more profoundly. Zendaya wants to grow alongside the characters she portrays and learn from the talented individuals she gets to collaborate with. She knows that the Dune books offer a wealth of material to explore, and she's eager to dive deeper into the story. I don't know about it, but I'm super amped for this. Besides, the behind-the-scenes crew is also buzzing with excitement about Dune Part 2. The amazing costume designer Jacqueline West spilled the beans on what's in store for us in this epic universe. Apparently, we're in for a treat as we explore various new locations. We'll get a glimpse of the Emperor's world and his planet, and spend quality time on Giedi Prime, the Harkonnen planet. Plus, West and her team have been hard at work creating a bunch of costumes. They've expanded the worlds, ensuring each one has a distinct and unique look. And remember the mysterious Bene Gesserit? Well, they're back, and their costumes are like nothing you've ever seen before. Imagine Egyptian mummies with a twist. It's visually stunning, you guys. From the elaborate sets to the breathtaking cinematography and mind-blowing concepts. And here's the best part. Director Denis Villeneuve had a clear vision for the visuals of Dune Part 2. He wanted it to be classical and not just another run-of-the-mill sci-fi flick. No video game vibes here. Villeneuve specifically told West that he wanted to steer clear of the sci-fi aesthetic and create something timeless. But what is it really about? Well, here are some deets on the potential storyline. As you may know, Part 1 covered roughly half of the original novel. It took us on a thrilling journey until Paul's encounter with Stilgar and the Freeman tribe. But don't worry, because Part 2 is shaping up to be an action-packed blockbuster. Here, we'll witness an all-out guerrilla war between Paul's Freeman warriors and the oppressive Harkonnen forces on Arrakis. This means intense battles, mind-blowing action, and epic showdowns. Imagine a 2-year conflict that will keep us on the edge of our seats. Eventually, Paul will win and successfully overthrow the Emperor, Shaddam IV. But while we know the general direction the story will take, Javier Bardem has hinted that there might be some changes from the original book. So it's difficult to say exactly how every twist and turn will play out. Get ready for surprises! And guess what? The recent updates at CinemaCon treated us to a sneak peek of an incredible trailer. It gave us a glimpse of Austin Butler's villainous character, Fade Rautha, who appears both bald and exceptionally evil-looking. But the most exciting revelation from the trailer was the promise of an epic war. We'll get to witness the intense bond between Paul and the Freeman, leading to a rebellion against the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV. It's gonna be epic. And yes, folks, the trailer teased a momentous kiss between Chani and Paul, leaving us longing for more of their complex relationship. Also, remember those changes I mentioned earlier? Well, they're planning to focus on a fan-favorite angle. I think it's time all of us should get ready for a healthy dose of House Harkonnen in the second part. Stellan Skarsgård's unforgettable performance as the slimy Baron Vladimir Harkonnen in Part 1 left us wanting more, and director Denis Villeneuve is here to deliver. In a recent interview, Villeneuve revealed that he intends to explore the House of Harkonnen in greater depth in the sequel. He wants to provide us with more flexibility, allowing us to delve deeper into the details of this notorious clan. And let's not forget Skarsgård's portrayal of the villainous Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, which practically stole the show in Part 1. Dennis is well aware of the impact Skarsgård had and wants to capitalize on it by showcasing more of the House Harkonnen. But that's not all. Another key member of the Harkonnen clan, Glossu Rabban, played by the talented Dave Bautista, will also receive greater attention. Denis' vision for the second part is like a strategic chess game, where new characters will be introduced and the Harkonnen storyline will take center stage. It's a thrilling expansion of the narrative, my friends. Villeneuve had a clear plan from the beginning. He wanted the first part to focus more on Paul and his interactions with the Bene, immersing us in his journey of encountering a different culture for the first time. And the second part is where the Harkonnen stuff truly unfolds. But wait, this change still wasn't as dramatic as this next one. Rumor has it that the director's switching things up a bit. Director Denis Villeneuve has some surprises up his sleeve, especially when it comes to one of the characters from the original Dune book. You remember Rebecca Ferguson's impressive portrayal of Lady Jessica in the first movie, right? Well, buckle up, because there are some changes in store for her character in the sequel. Now here's the deal. Lady Jessica played a crucial role in the first film, introducing us to the intricacies of this epic world and standing by Paul's side on his journey. So, you might be wondering why Ferguson is still listed as one of the main stars for the sequel when Lady Jessica's role is reduced in that part of the story. It's a valid question, y'all. I was confused too. But don't worry, Villeneuve has got it all figured out. He acknowledges that in the second half of the book, Lady Jessica sort of takes a back seat. But he's doing things differently with the screenplay. He's making sure that Lady Jessica remains active and brings her back to the forefront of the story. That's right. She's not disappearing into the shadows. Rebecca Ferguson brought such strength and presence to her role in the first film, and it's a relief to know that she won't be sidelined in the future. Villeneuve himself expressed his excitement for audiences to witness Ferguson's performance in the second movie. It's clear that he's got big plans to expand her character, all while juggling the vast scope of the entire story. So there you have it, from a major change announced by the director to the news of the delay in the release date. That was everything you needed to know about Dune 2.